Good morning. My name is Joe Rothrock, and I'm the Special Agent in charge of the FBI Dallas Field Office. I'm joined here today by Craig Spencer, the former Chief of Police for Everman and the current City Manager and Emergency Manager Coordinator for the City of Everman. Everman's current Chief of Police, Al Brooks, and Tarrant County District Attorney, Phil Sorrells. Also with us here today are Assistant Police Chief James Thompson and investigators associated with this case from the Everman Police Department and the FBI. We are here today to announce the addition of Cindy Rodriguez-Singh to the FBI's 10 Most Wanted list as our 537th fugitive, as well as a $250,000 reward for information leading to her arrest. Cindy is wanted federally for unlawful flight to avoid prosecution, stemming from her capital murder charge in Tarrant County. She is suspected of murdering her own young son, Noel Alvarez. Cindy's last confirmed sighting was on March 22, 2023, as she, her husband, and 6 juvenile children boarded an international flight bound for India. Noel was not with them and did not board that flight. On October 31, 2023, Cindy was charged with capital murder in Tarrant County. On November 2, 2023, Cindy was charged federally with unlawful flight to avoid prosecution, and a federal arrest warrant was issued in the Northern District of Texas. This investigation has been a team effort. Numerous agencies and investigators have been working diligently to locate Noel, who hasn't been seen since October of 2022. I want to thank the Everman Police Department, Northeast Tarrant County Child Abduction Response Team, the Tarrant County District Attorney's Office, and Texas Rangers for their hard work and dedication. We all have a common goal, and that is finding justice for Noel. Here are some facts about our fugitive. Cindy was born in Dallas, Texas in 1985. She is 40 years old, and she is believed to have ties to both India and Mexico. Cindy is approximately 5'1" to 5'3" inches tall, 120 to 140 pounds, has a medium complexion, tattoos on her back, both legs, right arm, right hand, and right calf. She has brown eyes and brown hair. If you have a tip, please call the FBI Dallas Field Office at 972-559-5000 or submit a tip online to tips.fbi.gov. If you reside outside the United States, tips can be submitted directly to the nearest American embassy. The FBI's 10 Most Wanted Fugitives program allows us to bring this case to the eyes and ears of citizens across the country and around the world. We are confident that her addition to the top 10 list and the significant reward will culminate in her arrest. This is a case that is still fresh in the minds of Everman residents and many of us across North Texas. None of us will ever forget Noel, and we will not rest until Cindy is apprehended and returned to the U.S. so she can answer for her alleged crimes. I will now turn it over to Craig Spencer for some remarks, and then we'll open it up for questions. Thank you.
Good morning. In recent months, I've had the tremendous opportunity of furthering my career in public service with the City of Everman, now serving as the City Manager and Emergency Management Coordinator. I want to recognize our newest Police Chief, Al Brooks, and thank him for allowing me to continue to be involved with this incredibly important case. Chief Brooks has also been involved with this case since the beginning, and that change in leadership has not impacted how important this case remains with our department. I also want to extend a heartfelt appreciation to SAC Rothrock with the FBI as well as the FBI Dallas Field Office and their team for their support and work on this case. We're here today because justice for Noel matters. It matters to his memory, to this community, and to every child who deserves to be protected. I want to thank the FBI for recognizing the importance of justice for Noel. This is not a symbolic gesture. It's a global manhunt for Cindy Rodriguez-Singh. The FBI's designation brings with it the full weight of federal and international resources that I could not be more thankful for. This designation puts the world on notice that Cindy Rodriguez-Singh is now one of the most wanted fugitives in America. You don't end up on the FBI's top 10 list by accident. This is as serious as it gets. Though Noel's body has not yet been found, we operate under the firm belief that justice is not bound by geography or time. We will find her. This city has grieved, prayed, and stood together for over 2 years, and through that pain, we've become even more determined to be Noel's voice. Cindy Rodriguez-Singh may be across the world, but someone knows where she is, and now they have 250,000 reasons to come forward. Noel wasn't just a name, he was one of ours, and we're not going to let his story end this way. I'd now like to introduce Tarrant County DA Phil Sorrells to give some remarks.
This case has shaken our community and deeply touched all of us who work to protect the most vulnerable among us. Cindy Rodriguez-Singh has been indicted for capital murder of her 6-year-old son, Noel Rodriguez Alvarez, a child with profound medical challenges who depended upon adults in his life for care, protection. Instead, the evidence shows that he is met with cruelty, neglect, and ultimately disappearance. In the days following a welfare check and growing concern about Noel's well-being, Ms. Rodriguez-Singh fled the country with 6 of her children, leaving Noel behind and offering conflicting stories about his whereabouts. Her actions speak volumes. A grand jury has now charged her with capital murder, and a federal warrant has been issued for unlawful flight to avoid prosecution. She's currently believed to be in India, and we're working with the FBI and international partners to ensure that she's brought back to face justice. Let me be clear. Fleeing the country doesn't absolve you of guilt. It reinforces it. No matter where somebody runs, we will not stop pursuing justice. We owe it to Noel and every vulnerable child in our community to encourage and ensure that the truth will be found out and exposed, and that accountability will be delivered.
We'll go ahead and open it up with questions.
Can you describe what this means if, as the DA just said, we believe she's in India? How does her being on the Most Wanted list in the U.S. work over there?
Yeah, so the FBI's 10 Most Wanted list brings a lot of notoriety. As I said in my remarks, it gives us an opportunity, with your help and with the community's help, to bring this case to the forefront of the minds of the public. She is not in custody. She has not been returned to the United States, and therefore we still need the help from the public to locate her. In addition to that, the FBI is well positioned to follow up on these leads. We have agents and analysts located across the globe, to include in New Delhi, India, that work closely with foreign governments to locate individuals who have outstanding arrest warrants in the United States and make sure that they're brought back to the United States to face charges for their face the charges that are filed here domestically.
Agent, what is the criteria to get on this list? Is she the first mother on the list to be accused of killing her child? And is India a hard place to get people to come back?
As Craig said, you don't end up on the FBI's top 10 Most Wanted list by accident. She's the 537th fugitive. She is the 12th woman on the list, and she's one of 2 females currently on the list. As far as the difficulty of getting folks back from countries, each extradition is unique, and our partnerships that we have globally help us navigate those unique circumstances to make sure, again, that we get back some of our most important subjects back here to the United States so they can face the charges that have been filed here domestically.
The longer that she is missing, she's out there, you're searching, how does that change the likelihood and the difficulty of locating her?
Certainly, we look to have a quick remedy, right, to bring her back here so that she can answer to those charges, and parts so that we can bring peace to the community of Everman and to those that love Noel. We want to do that quickly, again, to bring that peace of mind. I am confident that investigators we have around the globe are well positioned, no matter how long this takes, to bring her back. And look, I would just take this opportunity to again thank Everman, the Everman Police Department, the Tarrant County District Attorney's Office, the Texas Rangers, and everybody that remained committed to this case from its inception, and we'll see it through until we bring justice for Noel.
What is the status of finding her right now? We have leads and getting closer also in terms of finding little boy too.
Yeah, I'm not going to go into any specifics on our conversations with partners across the globe, but what I will say is we're confident that the reward we offer here today, the publicity we bring to this case, will ultimately lead to Cindy's arrest and return here to the United States. Why now? Look, I mean, this case has not been out of the front of mind for the investigators, right? They have remained dedicated to this case. So while this might seem like a recent addition to you and to the public who don't live this every day, to the citizens of Everman, to the folks in North Texas that remember Noel, and to the investigators that work on this day and day and night, this is not the culmination, but it is a step towards bringing that justice for Noel. Well, I think we could just look here in North Texas, in Dallas specifically. If you go back to 2016, up to as recently as January of 2023, the Dallas field office of the FBI has arrested 3 top 10 fugitives. We had one just returned last year for his role, alleged role, in the homicide back in South Lake. And so we've had success locally in bringing fugitives to justice, again, in part because we're able to bring this information to the public, get it back in the front of their mind, and generate new investigative leads. If Cindy were watching this, the message to Cindy is we're not going to stop. We're going to continue to seek justice for Noel, and we won't stop until you're back here in the United States to answer for the crimes you've been charged with.
Can you give us some insight into the search for the missing boy and is there any update on progress?
We don't have any update to provide on that today. Again, this conference is called really to focus on bringing this back to the forefront of the public's mind across the globe so that we can get information to ultimately locate, apprehend, and return Cindy back here to the United States.
Yeah, so it's obviously some mixed emotions. It does feel good. This feels good to push this case forward. I'm very thankful to the FBI and for all their work and effort on getting her on the most wanted list. I mean, that's a big step in getting her captured. It's certainly not the news we want. The news I prefer is to get her captured, right? We want her back here. But this is a step in that direction. So I look forward to the next step of capturing her and getting her brought back to the United States to stand for what she did.
Tell me about, I don't remember if it was you or the DA who said this is not symbolic. I think it was you.
Yes. Yeah, no, it's not a symbolic gesture.
What do you mean by that?
It's, this is not just a checkbox. This means that she truly is one of the most wanted in America, and her heinous crimes, the things that she did to this child, mean something, and we absolutely demand justice for that. We want her brought back here to stand for what she did. This is not just a checkbox. This isn't just another stepping stone. This is a big step. To have her on the top 10 most wanted list is a tremendous milestone to seek justice for Noel.
Talk to me about the idea that this started with a case in Everman, and now the tentacles are all over the world. I mean, that is a giant leap forward. I mean, we knew that she had boarded an international flight, but now to think that the full weight of agents across the world are searching for it, elevated.
Yes, no, it elevates it a lot, and I mean, this has continued to grow. We've continued to see many more people become involved with this case and lend their hands and expertise on trying to resolve this case and bring justice for Noel. So it's a good feeling to have partnerships like we do. I'm very thankful to the CART team, the child abduction response team that came in and helped us out to get the ball really rolling on a lot of this, and the connections we've made with Texas DPS and all of the nonprofit groups that have come in to help us out. So, I mean, there are truly hundreds of people that have stepped up with their skill set to help seek justice for Noel, and now that reach is going even further across the globe to really bring justice back and hopefully find the answers too, because the truth is we still have some things that we don't know the answers to, but she's the key. We need her to get those answers.
Take me back to when this first crossed your desk, when this first, you didn't know this family, you didn't know of them. When it first crossed your desk, can you put yourself back in that mindset and then judge, are you surprised that you are where you are today?
Yeah, I mean, I never would have thought something like this would have happened here, but I think one of the things that we try to keep an open mind about is that we pursue every case that we get all the way to the fullest. And the second that we got the call from Alliance for Children expressing their concerns, because if you recall, this kind of started with a gut feeling that, hey, we have a gut feeling something's wrong here. This wasn't a direct report. We had a gut feeling that something more was wrong, something nefarious had happened. So going back to that moment and thinking, okay, well, let's roll with that gut feeling. I'm very thankful that our team rolled with that gut feeling and we took the actions that we did because that, I think, helped lead us to where we are today and to trying to pursue them rather than giving them any more of a head start than what they already had.
Final thing, I know personally this is one that just doesn't leave your heart or mind. Am I right?
Yes. No. Absolutely. I've got twins that are Noel's age, so it's very hard to not make that connection. It's very hard not to be involved with the case and have that personal connection and feel for this child. Having kids, I feel that every child has a right to be protected and nourished and have love in their life. And Noel didn't get that. He didn't get that opportunity. Quite the opposite for him, unfortunately.
And that's why you're absolutely determined to.
I'm absolutely determined, and I'm thankful for the chief that we have now, allowing me to continue to be involved, even in my new role, because I am determined, and I'm going to keep pushing with all the power that I have to seek justice for him.